So take a knife. The top is surrounded by plastic tape. We're going to cut all the way around. Lid. Take out the body of the piano first. Put it to the side. Comes with these colored stickers for the keys if you need them. A little book of sheet music. Some stuff that looks like instructions, but really it's not. Start removing the pieces. 3 legs for the piano, pull up piano, little music stand. Here's the piece that goes on the, attaches directly to the piano. Little leg, back leg. This is the piece that sits on the floor for the back leg. There's 4 feet for the stool, they all look the same. The seat for the stool. And there's a bunch of hardware. Careful not to lose any pieces. But you'll notice they come in 3 different sizes of bolts. There's 2 large bolts. Those are for holding that one's horizontal piece directly to the piano. There are 2 longer bolts. There they are. Those are for holding the front legs to the piano. There's 4 bolts to hold on the legs of the stool. And 2 more bolts having to do with holding on the legs. Comes with an Allen key, just like IKEA furniture. So you notice there's 2 sets of holes for each foot. The small one is for the dowel. You stick it in. Oops. Clumsy me. And you notice the bolts have like a slot, so you want that slot going in line where the bolt's going to go. It's kind of a clue for you when it's, in the hole blind. So I like just to spin it quickly, close it, and then you can get more torque this way. Don't attach anything to the end of the Allen screw to make it tighter, or you'll end up stripping something. It's designed that way that you can't over tighten without actually hurting your fingers. So orientating the slot so I can get the bolt in. Get everything finger tight.
Yeah. In the back.
Anyway, I've heard of some people having problems assembling these things. It's mostly because they use the wrong length screw for the wrong hole, and they run out of parts and wondering what's going on. So anyways, those medium-sized bolts are for the legs. Jamar has a PDF on how to assemble, but again, the assembly instructions are just in text, and they don't describe which bolts go in which holes. I think that's probably the biggest problem people have putting these together. There's a picture on the side of the box, kind of gives you a general idea of how each part attaches to each other. I wouldn't suggest using any kind of electric device unless you can really torque limit it. Again, you don't want to end up over torquing something and breaking it. I'm going to put this down on the ground for now. Next, we're going to put the legs on the body of the piano. To do this, we should turn the piano upside down. There are bolts to kind of make it stand off a little bit from the flat surface. But if you really want to make sure that you don't scratch anything, you should put down a cloth. So I'm going to start off assembling the back leg. So the back leg is ultimately going to go on like that. Oops, going to go on like that. But first we need to attach this to that. So again, dowels in the small holes. Put one of these barrel nuts in there. This is a short one, or medium, one of the medium-sized bolts. Not the short, fat ones, but the medium-sized long bolts. Fairly inset. You just line up the two holes with that. Now you take the short, fat ones and you stick them in the holes. The barrels for screwing these down are inset right into the piano already. And the length of the Allen key pretty much limits the amount of torque that you can put on the nut. Make sure you don't try to enhance the torque by putting anything on the end of the Allen key. Oh, and then that other piece like that. So put them in the dowels. Get the barrel nut in there. I end up hand tightening it a little bit. They say in the instructions not to let children do it. I mean, some of the metal parts can be sharp. I have not encountered any yet, but little fingers cut deeper, it seems. So be careful. And 2 more to go. So these legs should go in this way. Again, notice that it's bowed out. to give the piano a wider stance. Put that in there. And then I guess you can't really see it right now, but in the side of the piano there's a hole for the wind. We'll reveal all of that in a second when I turn the piano upright. Putting the bolt in my mouth, which you should never do. I'm sacrificing a little bit of safety for speed, I suppose. Okay, so now I got those in pretty tight. So now we'll turn the piano upright and continue to tighten the front legs. Be careful at this point that you don't tilt the piano too much, because you'll put unwanted torque on the parts. Anyways, these pianos are basically the xylophone inside. The top can come up. Put the little music stand on if you like. So you can see an octave up. Sometimes they match really well, but each piano kind of has a little bit of its own personality. Usually there's one set of keys that don't quite match. Which one was it? Yeah, the F's are a little bit odd, but occasionally a key gets stuck. What you can do then generally is take the piano, turn it upside down, turn it right way up again, and everything becomes unstuck. Here's a little bench. I mean, I weigh 250 pounds. I'm not going to sit on it, but it's you know, just right for a small child. Thank you very much.